Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on my vanilla Minecraft server. And I hope you guys enjoyed the time-lapse where we went through and tore this out and completely rebuilt it. I've tweaked a few things here and there, thrown the banners up on the walls. I did go through with the modded client that I have, specifically for this server, and had to add a couple torches here and there. Also, I went and replaced this tree with a bigger tree, and I think we're pretty much done in this area. And after having gone through and done this, and I was just rehearsed talking to myself with this, with what I know now and having gone through and actually done this, I think that if I had to do this all over again, I probably would have started off with leveling all of this instead of just building on top of the hills. The portal probably would have still ended up there temporarily, but it would have been brought down a few blocks after I level everything out. But I also updated the map here, and I'm deliberately facing this way because there's spoilers on the other side. And I think I'm gonna make this this will probably end up being a bit shorter of an episode as well. And I keep forgetting, but let's go grab the slabs and do that now. While I'm thinking of it, and I'm standing right here, let's go ahead and grab our slabbage. But I've also been fairly busy between episodes working back at spawn. Thus the spoilers. Let's see, so it would be facing that way. Yep. It's on the map. That's thus the hiding. I wasn't sure on this side how to get back up there, and then I was looking at what I had built, and I was thinking, stairs would work fairly well. I've been trying to keep it to mostly slabs, but in that particular case, stairs just made more sense. That's been bugging me for quite a while. I just hadn't fixed it. Also, since I've set disable elytra check to true and disable elytra movement check to true, I've been able to actually fly confidently. Although I still go into this mode, so I know when I have to fire a rocket. And our volume is up higher. I forgot to turn it down. Video's gonna go a little wonky here for a second. There we go. Now it's not deafeningly loud in my ears. There's some videos I watch where one person is really, really quiet, and then there's other people where I can't turn it down enough. They're loud. Interestingly enough, the quiet ones are not the Europeans. There's a couple of Europeans that are really. They don't need extra amplification. Turn the gain off and you'd be fine. Alright. Also, between episodes, there is one change over here. Our work portal I've taken out because I don't really need it anymore. So there's just the portal to the end over there. And this one over here. That's another thing that I was thinking about too. Um, if I had to do it all over again, yeah, I probably would. I probably should have planned better for a Nether hub. I mean, it's this is functional, keeps you from dying, but and here we are, and I built a building around this thing. Yep, it's on the map there. I also, because of where it was situated, I had to move the roads over a bit, and server's showing off again. Um, yeah, and I also pulled the road over here. I was also watching an older video of mine, the old montage special, and I realized that this looked like crap, especially with the road going through here. If I didn't have the road going through here, I probably wouldn't care, but it was dirt all the way down. And so I went ahead and I fixed that too. All the way around. And I do believe I got it all correctly done. As for the projects over there, I was sitting there thinking about it, and you know, for the most part, everything that would be in that area is mostly a repeat of what I did at base 2. Although I probably will work on it some more here. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of that would go very well on camera. So there is that. Oh, for the top of the mine shaft, I was gonna move the access to it over a bit, but then I was looking at it and then I was like, that wouldn't work very well. So I just opted to make the top a little prettier and leave it where it was. Everything should be labeled now. We've got our extra fuel, which has the leftover lava buckets and regular bucket or empty buckets. This is completely full now. That was one of the things I was running into. Aside from a little bit of bud powering here and there, locking the hoppers, there was also not enough fuel to go all the way through it. And then I'd also run into not enough items to smelt at once too. This whole array will suck up that whole double chest plus all those hoppers. And the chests being in the carts, or the minecart chests being full too. So, yeah, and then of course you've got your output. And I moved the overview map. Now, I know the overview map is not complete due to the whole, well, we've got stuff built way over here somewhere, and then there's stuff up there, and aside from that, I've also, in a render, there's a mansion like over here somewhere, and yeah, plus there's also the Mushroom Island that'd be like up by the ceiling, and then a jungle, taiga, etc. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over. Oh, also there's the mesa, which the map for the mesa would be like over here. And I've also updated this map. Yeah, this one was up to date. It was the modded client internal map that was out of date, because it didn't have the road going all the way over to the slime farm or the ice farm for that matter. Which the public ice farm, I know I've mentioned it before. It's just past the slime farm. The road continues past the front door of the slime farm and then goes on back to the ice tray. So now I've mentioned before, and I'm still kind of debating. I'm really torn, and part of why I'm really torn with this right now is because as of this recording, they've just announced that the Hermitcraft group, who I follow religiously, and quite frankly, I think everybody should follow them. Anybody that's a survival builder should follow them for sure. They've recently announced that they're getting ready to start Season 5. Now, originally, when I started this world, and because it was so short between the start of this world and start of Season 4, I opted to not do it. But I was originally planning and intending to follow them on their reset cycle. And then because of the timing, I was thinking maybe season 5. But right now, I'm kind of torn. Because part of me wants to stay in this world basically for eternity. But on the other hand, also the cathedral wouldn't be on here, would it? Go do that real quick while we talk and fly in the dark, because that's just, yeah, that's what we're doing. Anywho, I actually do have a world seed picked out for if I do a world reset, but at the same time, now currently I actually have all the materials back at home, but this should show up even on this map. And remember, this map is zoomed out as far as it goes. So, yeah. I don't want to sleep in a bed right now because of the whole... right now, I've got spawn set where I want it, which is back at home. Enough of it would be finished to show up there. It's hard to see right now. It is nighttime. I think I'm going to probably fiddle around with that some more, and we'll see about getting some other buildings built. Maybe we'll do keep going for a while. I don't really know. And, well, part of why I was thinking about that is because I know some guys who may join if I do a reset. Maybe, possibly. But I don't know for sure that they would. And given what I know of them, they might not stick around. So that's why I'm thinking about sticking with this world. That'd be the main thing, that and the Ice Palace. Also, one of the other big projects on my to-do list is the exterior. Let's see, BBB Arena, don't care. Yeah, the exterior for the Guardian Farm. Also, a Squid Farm we've not built yet, or Charged Creeper Farm. That could be interesting. We might be able to keep going for a while. I don't know. I kind of have attachment issues, but at the same time, I think part of my problem is I do best kind of as a randomly doing things, not consistently necessarily. And so it's a little bit harder for me to do this. That and the whole attachment issues. Because the copy of my first world that I updated to do my modded Minecraft 1.10, I still play on, actually. Although I've gone through and done quite a bit since the series ended. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I calculated it out, including all the time that the thing doesn't have reported because of some world screwing up. I've got over 2,000 hours in that world. And I'm not that far behind here. I know in Mumbo's last episode he had like 67 or 68 days of in-game time. The big difference between my time on here and his is not just that I'm about 10 hours less than him, even though the world is older. I've also had a lot less AFK time. Now I would imagine Cub's probably got like his and mine and a couple others. The guy's crazy. That's why we like it. In any event, I think I've probably rambled long enough. And anybody who's actually made it to the end of the episode, why don't you give me your thoughts? Should we do a world reset sometime in the near future, or should we keep playing on this one forever? Because part of me is kind of leaning towards just staying up forever, because as it stands, technically, this is one of the older vanilla worlds now. Just by merit of the whole, most people play in a world for 3 to 6 months average. And this world is a year and 6 months old. Well, not quite a year and 6 months. More like a year and 3 months. The first video on it was a year and 3 months, I want to say. December, about a year and 4 months. The world itself being about a month older than that. But on the other hand, I've already basically built everything. One of everything, except for a couple of little tiddly bits here. Namely, there's no blaze farm, there's no creeper farm, or a squid farm. Basically, all that's left to be things like doing the village, the Iron Titan. I'm torn on whether to decorate it or not. And, of course, the Ice Palace, which I'm not sure if I'm ever going to finish that one or not, to be completely fair. I got sick of it pretty quick. It's very ginormous. But, in any event, I think we've rambled long enough. And I think I said that earlier, but plus, I really like the way that this whole thing has turned out here. In any event, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it and you want to see more and see where things end up, do be sure to hit that subscribe button. And you can subscribe by clicking my little Minecraft guy's face on the screen. And you can also check out some of the other videos of mine on the screen as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.